So we have our blank report. We now need to enter the page setup to decide whether we're going to be landscape or portrait and what page we're going to look to print on. So from within our report, we go up to File, Page Setup. You can see here we can firstly choose the default printer. So this will be a list of printers installed. And I'll choose the DeskJet one, or we can choose no printer and we'd like to optimize for screen display. You can choose your page options from here. So these are your page sizes to choose from. We have letter, legal, executive, A4, A5, B5, index cards, etc. or a user-defined size where you can set your own measurements here. Let's leave this at letter size. We can choose our measurement units, and this will refer to the ruler and to anywhere that you would need to enter any measurements. So we can work in pixels, or we can work in inches, or we can work in centimeters. So let's work in inches. And you can see that then the measurement of our paper is in inches. So it's 8.5 and a tiny bit inches wide and 11 and a very tiny bit inches high. If we were to change the paper orientation to landscape, as well as the preview here changing, you can see the two measurements swap around. So we're now 11 inches wide and 8 inches high. Quite frequently, you will want to change your report to landscape, perhaps because you've got a lot of column headings and you want the data to fit on one page. So that's an option to play with, and you can come back at any stage and change the page setup. Let's remain at portrait for the time being. We can also control our margins. So again, these measurements are in inches because we said inches here. So these are the print margins. So effectively, these numbers are actually deducted from the width and the height to give our available report space. I will stick with the defaults and go OK. So that's the page setup. Now you can see that when you scroll to the right, we might need to close the Field Explorer and the Report Explorer. There's the edge of our page, just about on the 8 inches. So that's driven by File, Page Setup. If we change the landscape and OK, the page width then goes to just about the 11-inch stage. So it's File, Page Setup, control the default printer, control the paper size, control the orientation, control the measurement units, control the margins. Totally down to yourselves, all in one dialog box. So when you say OK, so let's go back to portrait. This is then your report area, the width being driven by your paper size.